Dear students, now let us read what the narrator did ahead, what Murad did ahead. Consequently, even though I could see the horse so magnificent, even though I could smell it so lovely, even though I could hear it breathing so exciting, I could believe the horse had anything to do with my cousin Murad or with me or with any of the other members of our family. The narrator says that as a result, though he himself could see the horse, that it was a beautiful horse, it was a horse having excellence, yet he could not believe it, though he could smell it. It was so lovely, it was so beautiful, and he could hear the breathing of the horse. It was exciting, but he could not believe that there was a horse. He could not believe that his cousin Murad could steal a horse. Not only he himself, but any other member of the family could not believe that they could even steal. Asleep or awake, because I knew my cousin Murad could not have bought the horse, and if he could not have bought it, he must have stolen it, and I refused to believe he had stolen it. Whether he was asleep or awake, he knew that Murad or any member of the family did not have enough money to purchase a horse. And if it had not been purchased, then it had been stolen. And he was not going to believe that Murad could steal a horse. Now he was on the horse of dilemma whether Murad had stolen the horse or whether he had borrowed it. No member of the Garoglen family could be a thief. He believed that Garoglenian family members, any member of the family, could not be a thief, could not steal. I started first at my cousin and then at the horse. There was a pious stillness and humor in each of them, which on the one hand delighted me and on the other frightened me. The narrator says that he stared at his cousin Murad and then he looked at the horse also. Both delighted him, but he was frightened also, he was afraid, he was scared also, because he thought that if Murad had not purchased it, it was sure that he had stolen it, and so he had gone against the tradition of the family. Murad, I said, where did you steal this horse? Leap out of the window, he said, if you want to ride. The narrator asked his cousin Murad where he had stolen that horse, but instead of answering the question, Murad asked the narrator to jump out of the window and come to him if he wanted to enjoy a horse ride. It was true then, he had stolen the horse. There was no question about it. He had come to invite me to ride or not as I chose. The narrator says that now he was sure, he had believed that the horse had been stolen, and that's why Murad had come to invite him, and now it was upon him to decide whether he wanted to go to enjoy a horse ride with Murad or whether he declined. Well, it seemed to me stealing a horse for a ride was not the same thing as stealing something else. Now the narrator consoles him, thinking that stealing the horse for a ride is not the same as stealing something such as money or any other thing to earn money. For all I knew, maybe it was not stealing at all. Now he thought of himself that it might not be stealing at all because he had taken the horse only to ride and not forever. If you were crazy about horses and the way my cousin Murad and I were, it was not stealing. The narrator says that if any other person, if we ourselves are eccentric or crazy to enjoy the horse ride as Murad and Aram had been, we would also consider that it had not been stolen, it was not a stealing. It would not become stealing until we offered to sell the horse which of course I knew we would never do. Now the narrator thought that it was not going to be a stealing until they offered the horse to sell for money, and he was sure that neither he nor his cousin Murad were going to do it. Neither he was going to do it, nor Murad was going to sell the horse for money. Let me put on some clothes, I said. The narrator, Aram, told his cousin Murad that he was going to accompany him and he should be allowed some time to put on his clothes. All right, he said, but hurry, I leaped into my clothes. Murad asked the narrator to hurry, and then Aram leaped into his clothes. He put on his clothes and went to the horse. I jumped down to the yard from the window and leaped up onto the horse behind my cousin Murad. The narrator says that he came out and now he sat on the horse behind his cousin Murad. Now the remaining part we shall read in the next video.